Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
As I open the ceremony, I'd like to invite everyone to take a moment and call into this place the overarching feelings of love and excitement, hope, beauty, and most of all, reverence. Let us all have reverence for this incredible ceremony, for in hindsight, these moments fly by all too fast. This is a moment that will never happen again in the history of the universe. Never again will this group of people meet in exactly this way, in exactly this spot, right outside of Grandma's house, to celebrate these two people. If you'd like to, you could close your eyes, take a deep breath, and on your exhale, sink into those feelings. Take this moment to reflect on exactly why you are here. To celebrate these two beautiful people in front of you. For your son. For your daughter. Brother, sister, niece, nephew, cousin, grandchild, friend, or chosen family. For your soon-to-be husband. For your soon-to-be wife. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mason, but you can call me Reverend. To be fully transparent, I would have loved about another year of preparation. Endless time to come up with exactly the right words in exactly the right order.
You rock. Doing amazing.
Yeah.
But in reality, I was told I was to be the officiant about 3 weeks ago. So I'm just going to wing it. I've known Marko since grade school, over 20 years. And in writing this, I realized just how long that is. How many experiences we had together. How many late nights, early mornings. How many delicious meals we've shared. And excruciatingly long days we've worked together in Kodiak with cereal sandwiches to sustain us. We've traveled together, murdered thousands of animals together, and shared many other firsts together. He has supported me through some of my, or all of my, darkest times. I'd like to consider our love for each other the strongest bond one can share with another human being. I'd like to consider myself his best friend. But I know Mariel is here to prove that wrong. In fact, I am positive she is his best friend and he is hers, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If you've been lucky enough to experience these two around each other, you know they are a symbiotic organism, blurring the lines between two separate people in a single entity. They finish each other's sentences. They both wake up in the middle of the night for snacks, sometimes a full-on meal. They both care for their animals deeply and have moved heaven and earth proving so. They rush to make the same joke in conversation, and they value the ridiculous and the silly. A joke never far from their beautiful lips. The laughs they share are endless, and for those of us lucky enough to be caught in the crossfire, endless for us also. On a more serious note, I have never seen such genuine joy and love exude from another human as I have from Marko. As it pertains to seeing or hearing from Mariel. Whether it be a phone call, seeing her for the first time in the morning, or reuniting after months apart. I've heard him on the phone, out at sea, stop to say, "I love you," in the middle of their conversation with such a deeply rooted emotion and truth that nobody could doubt his dedication to her. Their love is truly an inspiration. Now, and bear with me, I want to tell you all a little bit about cuttlefish. There are certain male cuttlefish during mating season that will disguise themselves as unassuming females, changing their color and tucking their appendage away to fly under the radar of the larger, more aggressive males, lording over their prospective mate. And I'm sure you're all aware, Mariel is an incredibly attractive, highly desirable woman anywhere she goes. But on Kodiak, she is a rare breed. She's a New York 10 and a Kodiak 20. Because of this fact, 12 years ago, Marko was not the only suitor she had. Now, Marko didn't go so far as to wear women's clothing or literally tuck his appendage, but he did fly under the radar of more aggressive males to secure his spot as a serious love interest. His courtship of Mariel more or less began with a night out in Kodiak when he spied her from across the bar being hounded by suitor after suitor. A seemingly endless stream of men coming to her and trying to buy her drinks and regale her with their stories of their biggest haul or most dangerous experience. And amidst this night of constant pursuit, Marko snuck his way into the bar stool next to Mariel, and in his best effort to emulate the noble cuttlefish, he metaphorically tucked his appendage and pretended to be her cousin. And with that, the first of many inside jokes, and their relationship was born. They have been together for 12 years. 12 years now. And I'm sure some of you are muttering under your breath, finally. But good things come to those who wait. And from what I've seen, it's all good and only getting better.
Aw.
Lastly, a wedding is not a validation of what you have today. You're not just agreeing that you both love each other currently. You're agreeing that you will love each other forever, no matter what happens in life. You're agreeing to love the future person that your partner becomes. For the only constant is change. And yet, we can all rely on Marko to be a hardworking, dedicated, problem-solving, silver-tongued devil. And Mariel to be a beautiful, intelligent, expressive, and deeply feeling wordsmith. A match made in Kodiak. And now, every couple will exchange their vows. It's for you,
She's getting excited.
Love you, Marko. Before we go to sleep. And I mean them every time. Every single time I tell you forever. Every single time I tell you I love you. Every single time that I tell you how amazing and incredible you are and how you are literally the most perfect human that's ever been born. And I don't know how I got so lucky. But I feel more and more that way every single day. And I can't imagine that's ever going to change. I know it's not. Don't ever die. I mean that.
I absolutely feel the same way. And main thing, like you said, we say to each other every day how much we love each other. I just want you to know that I will always fight for you. I will always love you. Nothing will ever stop me from caring about you. And you're always my priority. Even when maybe it's not, you always my first interest. And you know that I'll never not be. And I love you so much. And I'm gonna prove to you every day that that's true.
We've never done this before.
Doing a good job.
Now, if you're both ready, I'm going to ask some questions. Mariel, do you, of your own free will, take Mariel as your... take Marko as your lawful wedded husband to love, cherish, and protect as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Marco,
I do.
do you, of your own free will, take Mariel as your lawful wedded wife to love, cherish, and protect as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Then, with these public promises and your vows, and the symbolic exchange of wedding bands, I now pronounce you by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church and the state of California, husband and wife. You may kiss.